Hey, what is going on, guys? Minnie McCarthy here, and welcome to another episode of Fractured Space for Dummies. Now, today I'm going to be looking at some clips where I'm sampling some blinks and some boosts and teaching you how to use them properly. Now, there's good and bad examples in this, and let me say, there's a lot of different ways you can use the boost. There's a lot of different blinks around there, so I'll probably cover them more in depth when I start getting into ship reviews and that. But for just now, I'm showing you the basics, so I've got some clips from Enforcer and some clips from the Furion. So let's try and get into these. So the Enforcer has a blinked target, although the Hunter has a blink. So there's different blinks, which is kind of hard to do this in, but I'm going to have to. So here's our first clip. So this is a boost, so I boost up as someone's jumping. So you try and see with the boost, what I try and do is if someone's jumping, you can use the boost to get there quickly, or you can just boost up to mid-mine. I was very low at this point, which was not maybe the best choice, but I got out safely. So yet again, I see someone jumping, I decide to hit the boost. I may not make it to them, but then I've always got mid-mine to go back on, and then there's the other ship that we were attacking who got there. So here's someone boosting away from me. I try and boost after him yet again when they're jumping, because you can do more damage when they're jumping. 200%, something crazy like that. That's the amount of damage extra you can do. But sadly, I didn't make it in time and jumped back on the Paragon. Here's another example where I'm kind of around mid-mine. I use my boost to get to the third mine without anyone seeing me, hopefully, and just capture it, because mines are vital, as I've covered in different episodes. But this is one way to use a boost. You can just boost up to a mid-mine, boost to a jumping ship. Then there's also the escape route. But here's another one. You just turn, boost to mid-mine. Really simple. If you're looking to master your blinks and boosts, especially blink to target and just general boost, you are really good at using this. So here I push up too much, so overextending, and I see that I'm getting hit a lot, so I boost and jump out. When you're boosting, since you're travelling so fast, it makes it a bit tougher for ships to hit you, and I got out completely safely. So here's another clip where I'm boosting up to the mid-mine, but this is the thing, is that with this boost, it's just so, it's on quite a short cooldown. Just using it to get to a mid-mine can save your team time and get more resource points for you, and then you'll get your upgrades quicker, and that leads on to everything else. I hope in these episodes you're noticing that everything links together quite nicely. Here, very low in the Furion, decide to boost into the enemy for some reason and get destroyed. That's how not to use a boost when you're low. Don't boost into the enemy, that's stupid. Yet again, quite low in the Furion, I'm about to boost and it's way too late. The point in boosts is you need to notice when you are getting low and when you need to be turning or just boosting through them and jumping. Because if you don't know when to get out, then you may have a bit of a problem. Here's where I'm boosting, so here's the next clip where I'm boosting up to the Raider to help out my very, very low levy. He may be taken out in this battle, but since I accompanied him and supported him, I managed to get the takedown just after he was taken out. So really, I managed. Here's the levy has dropped the jump beacon. I'm in beam range, so he can hit me, but then I just boost around and hit the jump beacon and make sure his team can't get to Gamma as quickly and has to travel into Gamma. So it's just little things like that can really make the difference. Like being Gamma to a minute late. Here's the Enforcer, the enemy Enforcer, Errorist. He was thinking he could 1v1 me and realised he was wrong, and ended up having to use his boost to get out. So the Raider tries to take me on, and then I see Errorist jumping, so I try and... So he got out, thankfully. Well, no, sadly. Thankfully for him, he got out. Now we're moving on. So I boosted away there and got out quite easily. See, your boost can be used to escape, to attack, it's really useful for both pushing a mine, pushing a fob. You can use it in so many different ways that it's just how you use it. See, you have to be careful with it sometimes. Other times you need to be really aggressive. It's dependent on it. Whereas with equalizer, say boost gate, your kind of main goal is to push up. Now here I'm in the enemy base, I'm getting melted. I should have boosted way sooner. I should have noticed the danger, boosted away. It's all about reading the next step of the enemy, reading that next play. Is there going to be someone jumping in? Am I going to have to boost away? Am I going to be safe here? Am I going to need to get out? Yet again, I see a fob that's empty, but no, I wouldn't make it. Airist decides he can. Airist is there, guarding it. I notice our levy has a jump point. Airist sees me jumping. He enables his boost and tries to hit me while I'm jumping, but fails. Now let's move on to blinks. Blinking is important, so the Enforcer has a blink to target, which is a bit different to the Hunter blink, where it's just anywhere, but Ghost also has this blink, so the Enforcer's range for this blink, I believe, is about 7 or 7.5k. See, I'm about half health here in the Enforcer. I decided I would blink to that target, which was silly, because that's an Executioner. I use my shot on him, and thankfully I've got my team backing me up and Aegis shielding me and getting some energy out of me, and I get back into cover. But that's kind of, you have to really be careful when you're using your blink, because that is putting you right in the line of cover, right in the line of fire even. So here I see the Ghost is moving up, get within range. I decide I'm going to blink to him and I hit him, but I'm in the line of cover. I'm in the line of fire now, not cover, and therefore I messed up. The enemy Enforcer seen danger, ran away. It's how you use boosts and blinks and things. So yet again, here's me blinking towards him. You can blink to target and like destroy them. If you get close enough with a boost, you can blink and hit them. Like here, I'm close enough to go for the mine. You can use blinks to get in or get out. You can blink to your teammate. If you go in with the boost, you can blink back to your teammate at Gamma. It just really depends on how your playstyle is. You can do it either way, and they both work. So that's for this episode. If you don't understand anything, be sure to leave a comment. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe for more, and thank you all for watching, and goodbye.